We are at our next cruise port and we're just about ready to get off the ship. We are in Curaçao. Again, pronunciation, people pronounce these islands different ways. That's how I pronounce it. You know what I mean. Anyway, with that being said, we actually come right into the port in Willemstad, which is the capital city. And you can see that behind me. Kind of a fun fact, they're very colorful buildings right in the main area of Willemstad. It's a relatively sizable city for an island, as I understand. Estimates are around 150,000 people-ish in this year. But the reason why they say that these buildings are so colorful is because a governor in the early 1800s apparently suffered from migraine headaches. So they were all painted more white, and he thought the glare from the sun was causing these headaches. So he mandated that all the buildings got repainted, and this is the rumor, and that's why they're all apparently very colorful. The other thing I'll just point out as you follow me around this way, right at the cruise port, there are a couple of really nice looking resorts right behind me as well. I have no idea which resorts they are. It's really irrelevant, but they are very nice. And last but not least, once again, we are not doing a shore excursion through the ship, but we are going to explore the island our way. And we're gonna show you throughout the day what we get up to. So with that being said, stick with me and come wander with the word else.
Wandering, wandering, wandering Wardels. Wandering, wandering, wandering Wardels. So dream about your next vacation and I will be your guide. And share with friends and hit the like, then ring the bell, subscribe.
Well, we are now off the ship and we are just finalizing our walk through the pier to head to the cruise terminal. Boy, I'm struggling with my words this morning. We're gonna give you a quick look around the cruise terminal and then we're gonna let you know what happens next. Michelle's just gonna pan around and show you our ship, which is right behind us. You know what we could do instead of walking? We could just take a taxi to drive through the town really quickly on our way to the beach and stop at the bridge. What do you think about that?
Yes.
You want to do that?
Yes.
Okay, well that's what we're gonna do. We're feeling very lazy today, so we're normally going to take a walk right through the capital city. Instead of that, we're going to get a taxi. We're going to ask them if they'll actually drive us through the city now. And then we're going to stop at some famous bridge, and I'll give you the name of that as we get to it. And then we're heading to Mambo Beach, M-A-M-B-O, I believe it is. And it's supposed to be the best beach in Curaçao. I am told that's about 15-minute drive away from the cruise port. So we'll see how much all that costs, and we're gonna do it regardless. Well, here's our update. We're doing this all flying by the seat of our pants type of thing. That's how I do things. So with that being said, here's the correction. We are no longer going to be taking a taxi into town, simply because for them to tour us around, they want to do a long tour, and we're not interested in any long tour. So instead, we're back to doing it on foot. Last minute decision, so we're gonna now on foot head into the cruise port. We're gonna show you that a little bit more. We're then gonna walk through town a little bit, show you that. Try to find this bridge that I've been referring to, and then take a taxi from there to Mambo Beach to chill for the day. We are just heading through the small shopping area, which is good for me because in case you haven't seen the other videos, I hate shopping. So it's definitely a smaller open air market with a little bar in the center right in the cruise terminal. We're going to continue blasting right on through that. So right over here, here's another taxi stand as well. So I only point that out because if you do want to travel and avoid the what I consider tourist traps kind of with a lot of the excursions, you certainly can get taxis everywhere. Although again, we don't know what they cost yet, but we will certainly report on that once we get our taxi. So far, first impressions, even in the cruise terminal. Now mind you, most of the islands that we've gone to on this trip are super, super clean and beautiful. This is certainly no exception. In fact, first impressions is that I would actually say, I think it might be the most well-kept cruise port that I've seen as of yet. It's just absolutely beautiful. Continuing our walk, they have all of the stores that you could imagine here that you see back home. There's Tommy Jeans. Again, I don't care because I'm not going to shop, but I'm telling you, this is it just gets nicer and nicer the more we walk. And then there's an old fort right here. They call it Riff Fort. And what they've done with this old fort is they've converted it into a mall shopping center. So I guess we're gonna go in. Apparently Michelle's leading, so we are entering as we speak. And it says this way to the bridge, so we're gonna still try to find that bridge.
Wow. Really cool.
Wow. You know, many people on our cruise ship actually said that this is their favorite stop, and I'm already starting to see why. This doesn't feel Caribbean almost. I know it's an old Dutch island, but it definitely has more of a European feel to it for sure. So just a few more details as we're still in the historic Riff Fort, and that they've converted to a shopping center. We're just heading up some stairs through the fort. I'm assuming at the end of these stairs, which is exhausting at this moment, I'm not gonna lie to you, we're probably gonna have an amazing lookout point. Oh, there's another remnants of another fort. Oh, and I think this right here is the bridge that I spoke about earlier, which instead of me naming it, we'll just put that in the above section. I'm out of breath from those few steps, no joke. So anyway, we're gonna head down. We're gonna actually walk across that for whatever reason, but that is a swinging bridge, and we'll check it out a little closer. But look at the beautiful background of this city. Amazing.
Okay, we're making our way to Queen Emma Bridge. So we just asked, and they said it just depends on, like, because it does sway open. So it just depends on, I guess, when the ships are there. So it's not necessarily a timed open. It just kind of opens as needed.
Yeah, as we get closer, we're going to show you if we can figure out which way it swings. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see it swing, unfortunately, but there is a cruise ship on the other side of the bridge that we'll get a closer look at, and that's how they get through. They have electric vehicle rentals and tours here, of course. There's literally different little puppy bars everywhere. I really can't get over this island so far. I gotta stop saying that. So again, a closer look at the cruise ship that somehow or other entered through this bridge that we're walking on right now that swings right open. I tell you, for people that didn't want to do any walking, I feel like I've been walking for hours now, even though I haven't. I don't even think this video is going to do this city justice at all, honestly. just absolutely gorgeous. So we got our taxi. We are now en route to Mambo Beach. The cost for the two of us was $30 American.
Yeah.
And we just confirmed that it's roughly around 15 minutes ride to the beach. So that's where we're off to. And if we see anything interesting along the way, we will point it out. Again, just coming into Mambo Beach. There's a directory right in front, and instead of boring you with all the details, I think it's fair enough to say that there is a lot of things here. There are a lot of things here is how I should say it. Let's go. Curious to know how much they'll charge us here for a beach chair. Can't live without one, so it is what it is. Yeah,
Sushi bar.
It's so high end here that I feel not
Sushi
good
bar.
enough for my surroundings. You know what I mean? You ever felt that way? Oh wow! Look at this craziness. This is not even right. Well, once again, they do say that this is arguably, just like the last place we were at, arguably one of the nicest beaches in the Caribbean. And I think this one may take the cake from anything I've ever seen. There's so many mature trees that it actually got to get out front, I think, to even find the sun. Oh, so when you look out, actually, I'm going to go right down to the water right away. They've actually done a big rock wall, so it's actually all protected. And it looks like I can see in the distance people are snorkeling. I don't know what they're seeing.
Yeah, no, I don't get a hang of it.
But wow. Okay, let's find our chairs. We found our chairs. From what we can tell, because no one's around here to purchase them, all I can figure is that the chairs are free. So we chose these two chairs. They're literally right at the water's edge. Hopefully, it's overcast right now. There's not a lot of shade here, so hopefully, depends on where the sun pops out. We may have to move if it gets too warm. Okay, a couple other things I want to point out. We've been here for not that long. They definitely do, you don't have to zoom in on this or anything, but they definitely do bar service right to your chairs, which is kind of nice. The other thing I will tell you is that if you go furthest to the left, which is where we are, there are more seating options because we did arrive a little bit later, maybe 10:45 I think we got here. However, the water's a little bit rockier getting into the water on this side. So if you do get here earlier enough, far along the beach the other way, it is absolutely pristine to get in and out of the water. Again, not too bad on this side, and we're not moving because we don't like the congestedness over on that side. So pick your poison. The last thing I will say is they actually do have internet services here right on the beach. No login password required. My wife tells me it's a pretty weak signal, but it definitely works. So those are my reports for now. Beautiful day, and we have ordered a bucket of beer. I will add that. The gentleman said he thinks it's 30, so we'll see what he comes back with, but my intention is try to hopefully it is 30, and it's Brasa we got. So we'll give that a go. And that was 6 beers.
Okay, so the beers are here. John's gonna give us a.
I'm trying to remember if I've ever had Curaçao. I don't think I have. Yeah, it's very similar to between a Corona and shoot, what's that other Mexican beer? Anyway, very similar to a Corona. Not bad, 5%.
And it was $30 for the 6. So here goes nothing.
So we've moved a little further down the beach from where our chairs are, and as I said, it's so much easier to get in and out of the water. It's pristine sand all the way through. Very rocky where we are, of course, but still, it's so busy that there's no good chair spots over here. There's a lot of reserve spots, or again, just it's packed over here. So unfortunately, we will stay over on our side, but just a beautiful beach and a beautiful day. Sun's just coming out, so it's starting to get hot, hot, hot. I don't know why I said it 3 times, but we're on our walkabout down Mambo Beach. And as you keep going down further, we just noticed and stumbled upon a beach club. So just beside me here, there's an oceanside pool. I'm gonna find out whether you have to pay for a pass for here or whether it's just a matter of buying a drink, because this is pretty amazing. And as we just come around and follow me, you'll see how close the beach is. So it's literally like beachside, and it's very nice. So let's find that out and I'll give you that information. So again, just at the Ocean Club, it's either Medeno or Madero Ocean Club. Anyway, we just talked to one of the main bartenders who said that you can pretty much use the facilities for free. Just if you want a chair, that it's $12 for a chair around the pool. And right in front, on the beach side, it's $9 for a chair right in front of this beach club. So not too bad. But ultimately, you can use these facilities for free just as long as you're having a drink or two. So very nice. And clearly, there's a stage right behind me as well. So I can only imagine what happens here in some of the evenings on the weekends, etc. So very nice, very, very nice. It must be Madero. Anyway, beautiful spot. Okay, well, update. We just left Madero Beach Club. I want to stress, I'm normally a very patient person, especially with service, knowing how busy people are. However, I want to say they weren't that busy, and we were waiting 20 minutes just to get a drink. And then when I went to approach the server about that, she just looked at me and kind of walked away. So did we. So now we are trying again to get a drink at Wet and Wild Beach Club. Hopefully that goes a lot better. And like I said, I never do stuff like that, so I want you to understand, but I just couldn't believe she didn't even have a response. That was odd. Let's get a drink.
Hopefully.
Okay, success. This little bar right here, they were quick. I got an espresso martini just to wake up a little bit, but they were quick and it was great service. So I don't know what was going on. It could have just been the day. I'm not knocking the place, but anyway, it's great. And it looks like, well, they have great seating out here, providing you're a customer. And then some of the gray chairs that you see behind, you'll see different reservation things. Some are reserved for tours. As you go deeper back, there is a hotel behind us. Another one, it's called Fiesta something, I believe. But anyway, there's a whole bunch reserved for that hotel as well, in case you are ever inclined to stay on the island here. But again, wow. It's a really happening place. There's no doubt about it. And this espresso martini, even though it's in a plastic cup, is actually really good. Well, folks, that's a wrap. We're going to be at the beach for a little bit longer. And then we're going to take our cab back. We already told you the price. Not much more to say. This beach is amazing. In the background, though, interesting enough, for Mambo Beach, yes, we've all heard the song 1,000 times. But Mambo number 5 at Mambo Beach. Doesn't get better than that.